Manual canceling is a mechanic used by using free run alongside the direction your character is facing after any attack action in manual mode. The input for free run may be started during any attack animation. Canceling is a vital technique when speedrunning Tales of Vesperia, as it gives the player decreased cooldowns after attacking, allowing the player consistent comboing while also avoiding possible punishes from your foes. Here I'll explain manual canceling and how to do it in the best way that I know how. Manual cancel can only be performed on the PlayStation 3 and Definitive Edition versions of the game. The Xbox 360 version of the game unfortunately cannot perform manual cancels. Let's go over a few details first. There are multiple types of manual canceling: free run canceling, guard canceling, and magic guard canceling. Before you can perform a manual cancel, you'll need to change your control type to manual either through your art menu and pressing the select button, or you may change your control type actively during battle by also pressing the select button. As you will see it below, it'll tell you your current control type here. Now with that explained, we can get into the cancels. As I've stated before, a manual cancel can only be performed by using a free run while holding the direction your character is facing after any attack action. Attack actions include normal attacks, arts, or even free run attacks. So in my case here, Yuri is facing to the right, so you would hold the analog stick in the same direction Yuri is facing. Likewise, if Yuri is facing left or any other direction, that would be the direction that you must hold on your analog stick in order to successfully cancel the animation. If performed correctly, you should cancel your cooldown animation that would normally start after your attack action is completed, and instead Yuri will be in free run. Give it a try until you get a good feel for it. Do keep in mind though, that depending on what enemies you are fighting and the movements occurring during battle, that the direction that you must hold for canceling could change last second, thus throwing off the cancel inputs needed to successfully perform the cancel off. The most important thing to know when performing any of these cancels is that you can buffer inputs. You can simply hold the free run button in the direction that you need to hold. Do not feel as if you need to time your inputs perfectly. Everything that I've explained with how buffering and inputs work will apply to the remaining cancels I will be covering in this video as well. Alright, let's learn guard canceling. Guard canceling is performed in a similar fashion to free run canceling. You just simply add a guard alongside free run canceling. In other words, just simply hold your guard button while also holding the free run button alongside the direction your character is facing to perform a guard cancel. If you input it correctly, you should see Yuri guard and slide a bit. This version of manual canceling actually has a bit less lag than normal free run canceling, and also adds guarding, which can also possibly help in defending oncoming attacks. Now you understand how to guard cancel, but you may notice that there are still enemies that can recover quick enough to hit you before you can hit them even after performing a guard cancel. But there's one more thing that I should tell you to help with that. Now, on to the final stage of this tutorial. Let's learn magic guard canceling. Much like before with guard canceling, magic guard canceling will allow you to shave off even more recovery frames by adding in a magic guard after performing a guard cancel. But before you can perform a magic guard cancel, you will need to obtain the magic guard skill from the weapon Francisca, which can be earned from this treasure chest in Emmead Hill. After obtaining Francisca, you can instantly begin using magic guard canceling. As I explained before with guard cancel, use any attack action followed by holding the free run button in the direction Yuri is facing. After a guard cancel, immediately input for a magic guard by pressing down. You should already be holding the guard button in the direction Yuri is facing for performing a guard cancel, so the only input you would need from here is a downward input. Personally, I like to input a quarter circle for my magic guard cancel. Now it may sound simple, but many people seem to have trouble performing this successfully, so my only advice here is that it is something that will require practice in order to get a feel for it. Do keep in mind that choosing to use a magic guard cancel can leave you open to taking hits from physical attacks, as a magic guard only defends against magic attacks such as spells. One more important thing. Although I showed this tutorial with Yuri, as he will be the character you'll be using mostly in the speedrun, I must also state that this can also be used with other characters. However, timing for canceling is dependent on character and thus their attacks and arts. There is a wide variety in timing windows of each attack of each character. Practice is key in properly mastering canceling for each individual character and thus each individual set of attacks. I hope that my video tutorial provided enough insight and information for anyone who happened to be looking for guidance. Remember, all of this stuff takes practice and patience. If you have any questions regarding canceling or anything else pertaining to this tutorial, do not be afraid to ask. You can always hit me up on my Twitter account, ask me whenever I'm live on Twitch or YouTube, or simply leave a comment on this video. I'm willing to help those in need. A link to all of those will be provided in the video description below. Also, If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, as I would like this video to reach as many up and coming players looking for this resource as possible. Thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for future Tales of Vesperia speedrun tutorial videos coming in the future.